That is good banter.
All right, Timmy, back for another week, mate. It comes around quick, doesn't it?
Oh, does it ever? You little fucking beauty. And welcome, Bantidos, to, oh, God, I didn't ask what episode it was.
109.
109, you are fine.
Yep.
Of the Good Banter
found
podcast.
I found all the games.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so last week, 108, was Tony Brown. Remember little St Kilda?
TB.
St Kilda player, little left footer.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, he was more your 90s sort of vibe.
Yeah.
90s,
yeah.
2000s.
Wouldn't have been much for a small forward. Is that a siren? Wouldn't have been much going on for a small forward down at the Saints in the 90s with Plugger and Stewie Lowe marking everything. Yeah, it would have been pretty quiet down there at their feet.
Yeah,
one would imagine.
Kick the heels up and
Tell you what,
just relax, Tone.
As a small forward with Plugger around, you certainly would have given a bit of fucking lip. I would have been.
Oh,
I would have been getting real fucking abusive, real personal.
Especially, the bloke who's playing on Plugger. You'd really just a cockhead.
What are you looking at, fuck stick?
Yeah, fuck stick.
Yeah.
Or the bloke who's got to drop, or your man who's got to drop back in the hole.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be dropping back there, mate.
Nah.
Yeah, you look good with a fucking broken head.
Do it. Do not do that.
Don't do that.
And today, 109.
109, that's Andy Otten.
Oh, from Andy Otten.
I think he's from Adelaide.
Not Otten's.
You're thinking Brad Otten.
Brad Otten. Andy Otten.
I reckon he would have played more games than 109.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So
not
a huge name, but 109 games. That's
getting up there.
That's a lot more than you and me.
Certainly is. And
you might remember this one. Fabian Francis.
Port
Adelaide.
Yeah.
Indigenous
fella. What? How many games was he?
109.
Oh, he was. Oh, he's given us multiple.
He's given us a couple.
Jesus, he's been busy.
Oh yeah. He's so thanks, Barney. Thanks for that, mate.
How you on you, Barney?
Yeah. So he's got them all down to 120. So that'll keep us interested for the next 11 weeks or whatever. So thanks, Barney. We do.
Tell you what, the Indigenous team of the century would have been hotly contested spot. Would have been a small forward.
They've got some good ones.
The ruckman, I think was Essendon.
Ryder.
Paddy. Was Polly Farmer ruck?
Polly Farmer was a ruckman.
That's not a bad little ruck contingent there. But
pretty good. I mean, yeah.
I'd say they probably were the only two rucks, and I reckon centre half back and centre half forward would have been anyone could have taken that. But small forward in the Indigenous team of this century, it would have been hotly contested.
Yep, would have been. My sphincter would be twiddling if I had to play on one of those blokes as a back pocket or a half-back flanker, and they're sort of crumbing. The ball's hitting the deck.
Absolute fucking
running towards goal. Fuck that.
Well, I've told the story about the time in Palmy, didn't I? When I played for Palmerston?
Yeah.
Have I told that story?
Yeah. This was the second time, wasn't it? Not the one where you almost killed me.
No, this is that time.
Oh, that time? Yeah.
Well, I told the story about put me on the half-back flank, which is just fucking insanity with someone with the goal-scoring ability of myself. The coach obviously hadn't done his homework, put me on the half-back flank.
Well, for the first 3 quarters, I don't think he ever knew we were fucking there.
No, that's a good point.
You may have spoken about this. But,
it was Frogger.
Alwyn Davey?
Alwyn Davey. They call him Frogger?
Froggy.
Froggy, Froggy. Yeah.
Well, his big frog eyes weren't fucking looking at us.
No, certainly we weren't part of his plan.
No, we thought, they taking the piss here?
Hell of a player, but not one of the great motivators of all time. I'm sure he got better over time. It was his first year as coach, but it didn't really make us feel at home.
He definitely. He almost needed one of those megaphones so you could fucking hear him.
Yeah, it was
that would have helped.
It's a bit softly spoken, but anyway, he put me on the half-back flank and I remember I was on this little Indigenous kid. I think he was about 15, weighed about 15 kilos as well.
Ring and wet.
And anyway, balls come down. I'm one-on-one with him and just sort of bloody just nudge him out.
Yeah.
There aren't too many people that Siegert has better upper body strength than, but this little
14-year-old Indigenous kid.
This little kid, I really muscled that little fucker out of there, and he took a good mark and went back, kicked it down the line to a pack, and the ball sort of came to ground. They switched play, and I thought I was still on my man, and that little guy got all of a sudden I was like, fuck me, is that my man? And here he was, about 150 metres away, but bloody taking a couple of bounces, running into an open goal, and I thought, fuck me, I better tighten up on this little fella. He's got some pace. He's got some pace, and
You've got to go body on body. You really got to, dig him into the ribs.
Yeah, he really took me to Browntown, that little kid. But,
nice.
It was good. But got an update. We have an update. Right. If anyone's listened to last week's ep with Pagan's Paddock.
Oh, yeah. Been happening in Pagan's Paddock.
Oh, Dennis the Menace. So, if you haven't listened, go back and listen. So, anyway, so what happened. And sometimes you think to yourself, when something big happens, you're like, look, because I hadn't really spoken to anyone about it. I was like, maybe I'm bloody building that up a bit in my head. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe I'm carrying on a bit. But anyway, that's, you always like to put a bit of mayo on things. I'm thinking, did I just put mayo on it or did it happen? Anyway, so back at work, Friday, arvo, doing me thing. All of a sudden the phone rings. It's an unknown number.
Oh, so was it a mobile or was it one of those 03?
It was an 03.
Oh, so you think someone's going to try and sell me something?
Yeah, but
do you want insurance? Do you want a new car? Do you want I'm a Nigerian prince. Give me all your bloody bank details.
Yeah,
Siegert.
But it's the comedian in me. You got to answer. Could be the big break.
Could be
the big break. Fairly big chance it's not going to be. But anyway, so I picked up the phone. Hello. Tom here, and it's some guy from the ABC News.
Ooh,
and I said, he said, "G'day, this is such and such from the ABC News." And I said,
Have you heard of him?
Okay. No, I hadn't heard of him. Sounded like a youngish sort of bloke. Couldn't see him, of course.
No.
But he sounded a bit younger. I said, "Oh, g'day, mate." And he said, "Yeah, we heard you're at a," and I thought, what's he fucking ringing me for? And he said, "Oh, I heard you're at a function at the blah, blah, blah cricket club held at the blah, 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 bowls club." And I said, yes, I was there. And he said, well, we had Dennis Pagan as a guest speaker. I thought, oh boy.
Hang on, pennies dropped.
I do not like where this is going. And he said, yeah, we've had a few people contact the ABC News regarding some comments that he made. And I was like, oh, shit. And, and he sort of got into me. I tell you what, I would, if I ever fucking commit a crime and get pulled into that little room and get questioned, I would.
You'd own up to stuff you didn't do.
Oh, mate, even if I wasn't even there, I'd be like, yep, I killed it. I killed it.
Yep, I dug the hole. I strangled her.
The body's in the forest. Here it is.
Yep.
X marks the spot. I just go to fucking water, and I had nothing to hide. And I just
wasn't you. You're not Dennis Pagan.
No, that's what I mean.
No,
I had nothing to hide.
No.
Like I didn't do anything. But I just fucking kept. It's one of those. Here's a little trick. If you want to get me to talk, just say nothing. Because I feel like I've got to, again, might be the comedian in me, like I've just got to fill in the gaps. I can't have silence.
Like silence.
All he does is silence. And I'm like, he was just saying nothing. I'm like, oh, anyway, so, I guess towards the end he did, So
what sort of vibe did he start with? He said, you're at the function, and then where's he go from there? He goes, oh, can I get your comments on it? Were you there?
He asked me,
any crimes?
He said, well, first of all, can you tell me what he said? And I said, oh, mate, I'd had a couple of beers and I
was asleep for the first half
of it. Until I realised the path he was going down. I thought, how good's this? Started listening. So I said, mate, I couldn't really say. And then he said a couple of things, which Dennis did say. So
he's not. You're not the first person he's rung.
No, he's not.
I think he's going a bit of.
He's not throwing a Hail Mary. He's got facts and he wants to back the facts up. And
very sneaky, mate.
Yep. But I mean, you don't
he's
believe
a journalist.
You don't believe a word these fuckers say.
No.
But he did say, before we do anything with this, we want to clarify a few things. And I said, oh, mate, I don't remember that. I was sort of in and out, which I wasn't.
No, it's got to lie through your teeth sometimes when you're talking to these bastards.
And what else did he say? Oh, he asked me if I by chance recorded it. I was like, oh, yeah, mate.
I've always jerked over it 10 times, mate. Of course I've recorded it. I've got nothing else to do with my bloody life.
I told him no, and yeah, we chatted for a while, and then at the end
burned the
I said, mate, could you please, not use anything I've said, and don't use my name, and don't quote me out of context. And he said, no worries, and I look forward to
What
getting the
happened?
name on.
You mentioned because you did ring me, and you seemed a bit flustered.
Well,
Flustered on the Friday. I thought, oh no, Tommy's. You just said if you're thinking about because you did say it would be tempting to call the episode something. We said, we won't call it that.
So that was before
that was before
that dickhead called me. Actually, he wasn't a dickhead. He seemed like a decent bloke.
Yeah.
But if he's...
We'll wait till the article comes out. If it comes out. If he starts throwing you under the bus, then we'll be...
Look, he seemed like a decent bloke, but... at the end of the day, look, he's just doing his job. But anyone would say he's obviously just Googled the day and seen me.
Yes.
So then you wouldn't have to do much of a Google on me to then find out I do a podcast, and then you would then only have to listen to the most recent podcast, and he would have found out that I actually knew a lot more than I actually said.
Well, it would have been nice if he had have done that and we got an extra listen.
Oh,
that would have been...
Certainly would have noticed a spike.
Yeah.
I tell you what, imagine if if they quoted the Good Banter podcast on ABC. It's probably, to be honest, not the sort of listeners we're after. But
I don't think they'd like your Asian bakery stuff.
They'd be short term.
They'd be short term
listeners. Yeah. And fuck all would be getting on the Patreon, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But, so Dennis, he's in his 50 Shades of Fucked. He's, we've Googled him every day. And Haven't seen anything, but, I hope I didn't bloody get him in the shit, but I don't think I did. I think he's looked after that himself.
I think he's all right. But that's the thing, though. Like, you think, is anything going to come of this? Like, it might be something where there'd be so much stuff they look for and it never amounts to anything.
Yeah,
then,
that's true.
Someone will get stabbed or go, let's fucking lay off Dennis and we'll go with the murderer over here.
And they talk about timing. It's like they always interest rate spikes or that sort of thing on grand final day. So no one gives a shit. So let's just hope something fairly major happens fairly soon.
Or maybe Dennis with his property or something, like he might do something dodgy, and then they go, "Wow, funny that we've got some, Apparently, he's not just dodgy in the real estate area. So, he did a function 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so
and was saying some things that maybe wasn't kosher.
So put it on ice for a bit. You reckon?
Put it on ice,
put it on the
maybe
because
isn't it funny how when something pops up and then they go, 5 years ago this guy or this woman did this, and then really sink the boots in. So you might, still get
what I'd call that.
I
would call that the wife technique. Don't really say much at the time, and then it could be 4 months later, even 4 years later, you'll get home and you're like, oh fuck, babe, it's a one-off. Well, what about the chili peppers back in 2023 when you came home and shit the bed? And you're like, it's a good point. You've got a hell of a memory there, babe.
Yeah,
hell of a memory.
Yep.
So the wife technique, they're using that on poor old Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace. So
there you go.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, everyone.
Watch this space, mate.
Something else interesting. But we've got something coming up. If this doesn't make you want to stay listening, we've got a listener who's sent us a long-time listener sent us a message, and he has recorded a friend's fart, and it is. Well, I haven't listened to it yet, and neither has Evan, but by all reports, she's a fucking beauty. He had to pass this thing over on Dropbox. It was big.
It was that big.
The file was that big.
Yeah, so we're probably about the 45-minute mark. We're going to have to get this fart on, because apparently it goes for a while.
Goes for a good 15.
So, and I think I'll stay away from the farts myself this week. I'll be well behaved.
Yep, good.
They do get a spike on the YouTube, so check out the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes,
so, anyway.
Well, should we go? Because you got a big one. You've been all over the joint.
I've been all over the joint, but something else happened today that's probably worth mentioning. But have you got anything?
Oh, well, I did bring in I was talking about the interview I did for the Sentinel-Times.
The Sentinel-Times.
So I've brought the Sentinel in because I didn't give you the debrief on how the gig at Wonthaggi at the Continental Hotel or whatever the fuck it's called, went.
So this is the article.
So this is the article, mate. And,
Right.
I think we briefly mentioned the front page from Tuesday, February 14th.
So of everything that's happened in town, and you can only assume if something's on the front page
It is big.
that everything else in the paper isn't as big. This is, everyone's put their stories out and they've said, look, Johnny,
go with this.
You've got the front page because this story is fucking big. We're talking
Pagan's Paddy.
We're talking Pagan's Paddy.
Dennis the Menace.
Like, this is big. This is
So
JFK getting assassinated. This is
9/11.
9/11. This is the woman with the hairy muff and the granny. This is big.
This is big. So we've got here we go. We've got a little kid up there who looks like it's his first time on camera.
Yep.
He's there's a duck in a cage, which I don't know.
And he's
the best bird in show. Apparently,
his duck seems to have won a
ribbon.
Ribbon
So I wonder if it's like kids these days. They're just giving all ducks fucking ribbons, or
I don't think so. So it's a show. The kids had a showtastic time in Caranborough. So
Caranborough's show was a huge success. It was something for everyone to enjoy. Campbell Orman was amazed to be awarded as champion in the bird junior section.
Yeah.
Also taken champion bird in show with his prize winner twirl.
Yeah, it's big news. And there's also another story on there. And
big.
This is big. There seems to be a long wait at the grocer. So
Grantville. They're gonna build a supermarket in Grantville. There's not much in Grantville.
Well, I think I speak for all readers of the Sentinel-Times when I say about fucking time. And so Grantville's getting a supermarket because of the long wait at other grocers. So that's it's certainly a big week for the Sentinel-Times. And I mean, not all weeks are as busy as that, of course. But this is what we call a red letter week, I would say.
Well, it is. And I did mention, so we flipped through. It's a bit thicker than what I thought.
Yeah, it's got a bit of real estate there, and I think we can all safely say who the fuck is looking at real estate in newspapers anymore. With the real estate app.
Yeah,
and so forth. Few properties for sale there.
Hectares for sale. It's nice if you want to live out in the Gippsland Shire.
Got some defs there.
All right. We flick through, and we come up to page 45. So we're buried deep in the Sentinel-Times here. I don't know if anyone's making it to page 45.
No,
to be honest.
No, this is to be honest. I probably wouldn't have flicked over the first page.
No. I don't think it would have. $2 as well. Someone said it's a bit steep for the local paper. I'm tipping.
I would have thought, but
anyway. So here we go. Here is the
article.
They've got a photo of Limo with his website
so
on there.
So they've just cut his cut and paste.
That's a cut and paste there.
That's a cut and paste if I've ever seen one. Yep.
I think you said we're running out of time to get this article out.
Yep.
Robin. I mean, you got a photo of Limo. I said, I do, but it's got his fucking website on there. Well, don't just run his website,
Yeah, sure, it'll take probably 3 seconds to get rid of that website and it won't look fucking ridiculous. No. Just keep the website on the side of his photo.
His website on there. I mean, don't put maybe the a logo of the actual pub that the fucking gig's at.
No.
Maybe. Why the fuck would you do that?
No.
You just put Limo's website on there. So
when probably to be fair, there's probably 3 people trying to pump out this magazine. Or this newspaper. So
that's true.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah. So anyway, here we go. The big, if this doesn't grab you, cry with laughter this Thursday.
Yep.
That's great. Here we go.
Cry with laughter this Thursday. Yeah. It's a
someone was crying and
it certainly got my attention.
Crowd. I'll give you the tip.
No, anyway. It wasn't a crowd, was he?
I'll get to that.
It was a bit light on.
It was a bit light on, mate. Yeah. Anyway. Here we go. So I can't wait to get to Wonthaggi, comedian Evan Hocking said.
That's a quote.
That's a quote, mate. That is a quote
yep.
straight off. And you know all about quotes. I love getting out to regional places because a lot of the blokes remind me of my dad. He's an old school guy who can't throw anything away. He's got 3 lawnmowers. Apparently starting his own Jim's Mowing franchise.
It's good.
That's not bad. That's not a bad start if anyone's made it to page 45.
If by some miracle you've made it to page 45, you're about to be rewarded because Evan is he's throwing punchlines left, right, and centre here. This is
good.
This is funny stuff.
Yeah, there we go. So he's about to start. He's starting his own Jim's Moen franchise. Mum and Dad will never get divorced because Dad can't get rid of anything.
Yeah, it's good.
There we go.
There we go. Good
They're
start.
going to go. Yeah. I'm thinking,
where do I get my tickets?
all right. How do I buy these fucking things?
Yeah.
Anyway, the Gotta Laugh comedy show is back after a sellout show in 2022 on Thursday, February 16 at the Caledonian Hotel in Wonthaggi.
Yep.
The show will be headlined by legendary Australian comedian Anthony Lehman.
Got his website there if you need it.
His website if you want to check him out, maybe book him for a private function. It will be joined by host Evan.
Yep.
Yeah, and support from Billy Styles.
Yep.
Mate, I think they're doing what they have to do at this stage. Limo has been performing comedy for over 20 years and has toured Australia and worldwide to sell out shows.
She's done her homework.
She has definitely not just gone to his website, limo.com.au.
She has done her homework.
Cut and pasted his bio. He's appeared on numerous TV shows, including hosting the Footing Show, which...
The Footing Show.
The Footy Show, yeah, which...
that was
lasted
short-lived.
a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's done...
He's done it.
I haven't been on the Footy Show. Oh, yeah, I did.
I have.
Anyway, Utopia on ABC. Fox Sports The Beep Test has popped up on the project. Hughesy, we have a problem, and have you been paying attention?
All right, enough about Lee, mate.
Yeah, fucking
There's
settle
other people
down.
there.
What about...
Other people on the night.
Yeah, put a few more quotes in there. He's
and
a
your,
regular.
And your fucking website too. Get your website up there.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay.
All right. He is a regular at local private functions and on the corporate comedy circuit. He also briefly held the world record for jokes in 1 hour.
Is this Limo, this is your life or something? Fuck me.
Fuck me. Where's Mike? Is Mike Munro fucking writing this?
Pop out from behind a tree.
Pop out with a red book. Anyway, joining Limo will be popular Melbourne comedians Evan Hocking and Billy Styles. Popular? Don't know.
Amongst their friends.
Yeah, both maybe not even friends. Anyway, both very sought after on the comedy circuit, performing most nights at some of Melbourne's most popular venues and regularly touring Australia to sell out crowds. Well, she's lying through her teeth.
She's been kind. She's been kind.
Good. Limited tickets remain, so get on board. Tickets start from $30 show only or dinner and show for $65. Tickets can be booked on eventbrite.com, over the bar at the Cali, or call the number. Note, it is an 18-plus event. Show starts 7:30 p.m. Be early to get a good spot.
Yeah, good article. We had a bit of shit on her, but she can really punch out an article. I'll tell you what.
That is a good article.
Had everything, had gags, had all the info.
Had all the info, and so you read that, and then I because there was talk before that she was a bit of a slow seller. She was Wonthaggi weren't
getting behind this one.
Weren't getting behind this one. They said after Siegert, Dave O'Neill, and Billy Styles went first time, they said fuck it, we've had our comedy fix for 5 years.
Why was Billy Styles back again?
Apparently by popular demand, which even if you do well, I reckon maybe you just need to mix things up a bit.
Give it a month.
Give it a little bit. Yeah. So, but anyway, Billy's so speaking of Watsy about the gig, and the bloke at the pub was sort of ringing him, going, "Oh mate, I've only sold 15 tickets. I only sold 15." He never said I want to cancel.
No. But he's just planting
keep mentioning that.
Planting the semen there.
Yeah, but about a week before I spoke to Limo, and because Limo sort of said, mate, if they don't get like 60 or something, I'm not really I don't think Limo wanted to drive to Wonthaggi, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I had heard a sort of list of the gigs that Limo had done, and, beforehand, and he'd sort of had a pretty good week. So he'd done a Sporties where he got paid a bit extra. He'd been flown on a private jet up to Albury to gig with Selwood and a few other...
On the Joss jet?
On the Joss jet. So
I've sat in the front.
Okay.
Sat in the cockpit of the Joss jet.
Yeah,
yes.
Right. Just suck the captain off. Or...
Yeah, gave him a quick little BJ just above Wangaratta, or... Wankarata as the pilot called it, as I was ironically,
Yeah. So he's done that. He's done a corporate, and he's done a few others. So I think Limo was sort of thinking, to drive down to Wonthaggi, it's sort of he's getting paid all right, but if I can get out of that little gig, I could do it. But Evo sort of I wouldn't mind the cash.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't on a bloody private jet.
You're pulling in different directions.
Pulling in different directions. But you hear that, you think, all right, well, if tickets haven't. Mate, that's got to sell out with that article on page 45.
No, I'm tempted to buy a ticket, and it was fucking 3 weeks ago.
It's already gone. I'm tempted to go back. I'm buy 10.
Yeah, and he'll say, mate, you realise it was 3 weeks ago. Like, mate, I don't give a fuck. Have you read the article?
I've read the article, mate.
Just give me 10 tickets.
Can we redo the show? That'd be great. So I'm heading out to Wonthaggi. It's a beautiful little drive. I go the back way. It's a nice little drive for me. I do like that Gippsland sort of side. You see a few cattle, you see some open paddocks, and you thought, fucking comedy is on.
Yeah.
Comedy's happening.
Comedy's on.
I come into Wonthaggi and you just, you think there's going to be a good comedy vibe when you drive into Wonthaggi. And I pull up and pull outside opposite the Caledonian Hotel. And I lay eyes on the Caledonian Hotel and I think, there's got to be some big billboards with the comedy show being advertised. You might see some posters. I mean, is there going to be a line out the door? What's going to be happening at the Caledonian? Well,
fuck all.
Not much, to be honest. I sort of walked in and there was no red carpet.
No.
There was no sort of, I wasn't getting mobbed at all. I sort of walked in and...
Maybe the article hadn't been out yet. The article
was out.
Oh, okay.
The article was out.
Well,
so, because the article was out 2 days beforehand. So
everyone should have read it.
So it's on page 45. It's a very popular page.
Maybe everyone was at home reading the Sentinel.
Maybe they were. So anyway, I walked into the pub and just sort of noticing that poster-wise, advertising for the gig was a bit sparse.
A bit light on.
And when I say light on, there was fucking no poster.
No.
Up. Now, I'm not a publican.
Or a marketing
marketing guru.
No.
But I would think if I did have a show on, I'd maybe get to the photocopier.
Yep.
Put the old JPEG or the PDF file on, run it through the photocopier, and maybe put a few fucking posters up.
$10 at most.
Or if you got to go, I don't know where the nearest office works is in Wonthaggi, but maybe get a few of those bad boys up. But it didn't seem to be that.
Give yourself a chance.
And I must admit, the pub wasn't a great pub, but it was a bit sparse.
Yeah.
A bit sparse on I think it was a Wednesday night. And actually, I'm thinking, I don't know if we're going to sell out this show. So all that stuff about sellout shows, and a bit disappointing down in Wonthaggi. But and I caught up with a mate about 5 minutes before the show. He said, "Mate, what are you doing now?" He grew up in Mooroolbark, or Montrose. I was in Mooroolbark. We went to Auskick together, played, and he goes, "Mate, I'm working down here. I didn't even know you were on." I said, "I know. Because there's no fucking posters up, is there?" But, anyway, we think the sound's also... Because you've done that room, haven't you?
Yep.
It's a pretty big room.
It's a big room, and look, I think anything less than 60, she would have felt like a bit of a Australian soccer game.
All right,
going down to watch Melbourne Victory versus fucking Newcastle or something.
Yeah, well, this might have even been fucking the Melbourne, not even the Renegades or fucking something. I don't know who this was, but so we're a bit sparse, and I think we've crept up to maybe 25.
Okay.
So that includes a few freebies, getting them in. And before the show, I'm chatting to the owner, lovely bloke, a good old country publican, loves it, and he's sort of pointing out a few people. Oh yeah, rip shit on that guy, rip shit on this guy. Oh, that guy used to work here. That guy. I guess when you can sort of pick out nearly everyone in the crowd and give you their backstory, that maybe things aren't, you need a few more people in there. But anyway, the show's got to go on.
Oh, show's got to go on.
Show's got to go on.
The old rule in comedy was if there's more people in the crowd than acts, or there's more acts than people in the show, you pull the pin. So you've definitely done that. So it's 3 to 25. Show's going on. It's going to be shit.
Yeah. It's a massive pole right in the middle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's sort of like the corner hotel pole, except probably worse.
Yeah.
It's a big square pole. Clearly it's load bearing.
It's not great.
You wouldn't mind it not being there, though. You'd rather probably the roof of the fucking Caledonian cave.
But there's so few people that if you're behind the pole, that's on you because there's plenty of space.
Plenty of space.
Where
to
you're not going to be behind the
move
pole.
around where the 25 people can see me. So anyway, so show starts and a few jokes here and there. Bang, start her up, and there's a couple in the front row who the publican said maybe have a chat to him. His name's Joe. And Joe, I don't know. Joe wasn't looking too impressed with life. He was sort of Evan Hocking. I don't think. I don't think he read the Sentinel-Times article. He's sort of just one of these arms crossed, impress me, cockhead, kind of guy. So I'll start having a bit of a chat to Joe.
Ideal for the front row.
Just what you want to see when there's 25 people and there's a husband and wife who fucking look like they want to kill each other and kill me. So have a bit of a chat to Joe. And sometimes you're chatting when there's 25 in the crowd can sort of stunt the show a bit. And Joe's not giving me much. I'm trying to work with Joe. And Joe and his wife say that their son, he's over in the back. He's at the back. And I said, oh, that's your son up there. What's he do? Well, he's one of the chefs at the pub.
Okay.
And I go, which one is he? And they're... He goes, is that guy? She goes, no, it's the chubby one up the back. I'm like, what? Oh, well, my son, he's the chubby one. Have a look at him. He's chubby. And I'm going, fucking, they've got to, because there's a group of about 10 of them, all their friends, and she's just fat-shamed the poor bloke in front of all his friends.
Well,
which,
chefs have got to be fat, don't they say?
Don't trust a skinny chef.
Yeah, you don't trust a bloody ice dealer that's...
got teeth.
Yeah, got teeth and isn't completely fucked up with pick marks down his arm and so forth.
Yeah, so
don't trust a pub that's not an alcoholic and
not run by an alcoholic. Yeah, so there we go. So he's a bit chubby. He was probably carrying a bit, but I tell you what, his mum was no fucking oil painting. So just chill out there, love.
Yeah.
And anyway, so you start riffing and get
so
a
the
bit
show's
of
shit.
The show's
is that where we're getting
at the start. They're taking a bit to warm up. Joe's not a fan of mine. His wife's not a fan of mine either.
We
get that. But I said, oh yeah, Joe. They said, oh, we went on a cruise. We saw comedians on a cruise. I said, oh, that's fantastic. I said, to be honest, wish I was on a cruise now because I'd fucking kick you off, throw you over the overboard.
How'd they handle that?
Yeah. Probably didn't get a laugh that I thought it might when half the family are there. But then there's a bit of back and forth between Joe, the wife, and the chubby son and the bloody girlfriend or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, there's sort of the focus goes away from me to it also goes that maybe the son's a bit lazy, maybe the daughter's living there and she's not pulling her weight kind of thing. Like, whoa,
okay.
Hey, Joey.
Had a few beers, get a bit of truth syrup. And,
Joey was on the bourbons, so he starts firing up there. And it was sort of good because it was taking a bit of the focus away from me.
Yeah, and killing time too.
Killing a bit of time, so I'm just sort of doing that, mixing in with jokes. And, it sort of gets a little bit heated where the daughter-in-law and old Chubster, there's sort of. I get a feeling that maybe things aren't well in that family. There's a few issues there. So
it's going to take more than a shitty comedy night to put a smile on that family's face.
I think so. Yeah. So I've sort of forgotten about the left side of the room because we've got bigger fish to fry on this side. So I get through. Billy jumps up and he sort of starts chatting as well. So it's turned into the Joe and his wife show kind of thing. We're sort of getting a bit sick of Joe and his fucking wife. But anyway.
You're the one that chatted to him, mate.
I did chat to him, and I found it very hard to bloody get out of that. So anyway, but I bring Billy on. Things are going all right. Billy's, he's doing well. Things are going good, and found a bit more. There's a bit more between Joe and the family. So Billy finishes. We go to the break, and I said, all right, well, in the break, go to the bar, get a drink. If you can find magically 40 other people, bring them in here and maybe sort out your family differences as well, which that seemed to get a pretty good laugh because clearly issues there.
Yeah.
So get back from it. And then once again, I've fallen in the trap of second bracket before I bring on Limo. And Limo's rocked up and he said to me, the headliner always like, how long are you going to do?
Yeah.
in front
What's
of
happened? Who have you spoke to?
Who have you
What's
spoken
happening?
to? I said, Joe's a nightmare. Spoken to this couple, spoken to that couple. The old Chubster and his missus hate their mum and dad. So that's all happening, as. And he goes, "Oh, how long are you going to do in front of us?" I said, "Oh, maybe I want to work on some put some new stuff in."
Nah, fuck that off.
Yeah, well, I said, 7 to 8. And Limo says, there's no need to drag this out. Maybe just do fucking 2 minutes in front. I said,
Yep.
all right, no worries.
Picking up, you're putting down.
You're
Limo.
the boss,
Limo's obviously got a better sense of the occasion than you do, Evan, because I'd be getting out of there quick sticks. If you're sitting there thinking, tell you what, this is a good time to try some new material, your radar's a little off.
Bit off. But I've driven to Wonthaggi.
Yeah,
Thought
good point.
It'd be good to test it with two people who fucking hate me in the front.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Anyway.
They didn't really hate me. I put a bit of mayo on it. But anyway, but I got chatting to Joe and things spark up and we sort of find out that Joe's maybe a bit weirder than what we think. Joe sort of, there's the back and forth again. So I've got caught chatting to fucking Joe. And we find out that he's got 100 stuffed meerkats on his fence.
Meerkats?
Yeah, 100 stuffed meerkats on his fence at home. And he's got the shits because all the kids around the neighbourhood rip the meerkats off and fucking steal them.
Well, keep them in your fucking living room. I would say
keep them in the basement, Joe.
Or stop killing meerkats. It'd be a good start.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Joey sort of...
Where does one find a meerkat, let alone a century of meerkats?
Yeah, I've got no fucking idea, but it sort of it got weird from there, and then, so everyone's going, Joe could be a fucking serial killer. He was talking about his grandkids. I said, well, after tonight, I hope you get to see him again, Joe, because
he's a serial meerkat killer, I'll give you that.
You've got some fucking issues, mate, and maybe you need to get out of Wonthaggi, or maybe the town needs to kick you out. But anyway... spoke to another couple up the back.
Should have brought the meerkats along. Could have filled the joint.
Well, that's what I said. I actually dropped that one.
Okay, sorry for ruining your punchline there.
No,
mate.
well, I forgot about that, actually.
Okay.
So I said, mate, it would have been nice, Joe, if you could have bought your 100 meerkats. Would have, like you said, filled the joint out.
Shit crowd, though, meerkats. They always look surprised.
They never see the punchline coming.
No, they're just, oh, God. Anyway.
But I spoke to another couple. They were big Essendon supporters. I dropped a joke about my brother. They go, oh, yeah, Heath Hocking, we bought a fridge off him. I said, really? You bought a fucking fridge? Yeah, for fucking $20. I said, are you fucking serious? You bought a fridge off me brother? But what? Where'd you? I said his address. I said, I won't put it on here, but I said where his address was. I said, nah, that wasn't his address. He was in, where was it? He said fucking Ascot Vale or something. I said, no, he's not in Ascot Vale. He's in bloody another suburb. This is his address. I said, nah, that wasn't him. So now I've got a couple questioning that they bought a fridge off my brother. They've given the wrong address. I said, sure it wasn't fucking Hooker? They said, no, it was Heath Hocking. So I haven't asked my brother about this, but they clearly did not know where the fuck he lived. I said he's only lived in one address over in out Essendon Way, and it wasn't where you said. So I think you might have the wrong guy there.
Maybe he's just breaking into houses and selling their fridge.
Maybe he's doing that.
He's a dodgy fucker.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
let's wrap it up
with this one. Yeah.
Well, there's not much going on with this. Basically, the thing was Joe's a bit of a freak. Got family issues with old Chubster chef, and daughter-in-law hates Joe by the sound of it, and the mother.
Yep.
And tipping there could be, instead of just meerkats, there could be some bodies at some stage found in a basement down in Wonthaggi.
Oh, right.
No, it all worked out well, and
fuck me, that went longer than the gig. I think that was.
It was pretty big, mate. Yeah.
It was. All right.
All right, you talk to me.
No, all right. I was going to. I'll have to.
I did mention Bazza. I saw Bazza there. He was a Bantido.
Oh, Bantido.
Yeah,
Bazza.
So sorry you saw me on a night like that. Bazza.
No, Bazza. That was. It gets better than that, Bazza. We're going to show you.
It gets better than that, mate.
We're going to show you. All right. So I'll tell you quick something that happened today.
Yep.
Quick. I've played for Caulfield Bears 20 years.
Yep.
Worn the number 7 jersey the whole time. And they haven't officially retired it, but I've retired about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I've made about seven or eight comebacks since. And they've never let anyone else take the jumper, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And
because they always knew that your possibility Tom's going to change his mind.
Yeah, he's going to come back.
He's going to come back.
Which they've been spot on. So I did. So I've come back a few times, and then whenever I come back, there it is, sitting there, the number 7 jersey, like an old friend, just waiting for me. It's smelling like mothballs, just fits like a glove, getting a bit tight around the belly. Don't know what's going on there, and but it is. She's a little fucking beauty. Anyway. Got a phone call today. As you know, I've spoken before on the show. Lyndon Dunn is taken over as coach, playing coach.
Yep.
Didn't know the number. G'day, Tom here. He said, "G'day, mate. Lyndon Dunn, coach Caulfield Bears for the 2023 season." I said, "G'day, mate. How you going?" He said, "Tommy, I just thought I'd ring and ask first because I heard you've worn it for a long time. I'd like to know if it's. I'd like to ask your permission to wear the number 7 jersey."
Oh, that is. Is that an honour?
I said, "Lyndon,
Get fucked.
go fuck yourself, mate. It's not happening."
No,
I
why is he picking number 7?
I said, "Well, A, it's not going to fit you.
No, not at all. Surely they could make a new one.
B, I was the biggest smart ass in the comp for 20 years, so you're probably going to get king hit."
Yep. He's
Although,
got a lot more hair than you.
and he's probably 8 times the size. So
And can run a lot faster.
yeah, and you wouldn't fight him in a million years. So
Yeah.
look, I said, "Oh, Lyndon, no worries, mate. It's probably a good sign." So look, as of the 2023 footy season, the number 7 jersey for the first time in over 2 decades. You go down and watch a game, and it won't be T. Siegert wearing the number 7 around. It'll be ex-AFL, ex-Melbourne Collingwood superstar Lyndon Dunn.
Yeah,
so,
well, I think that's a good move because the last time I saw the number 7 running around,
well, he wasn't running.
even though the number 7 was tripping over a lot.
Oh,
You trip yourself over. You
it was a dark day.
it was a dark day. It was Anzac Day, and
Yeah.
it was one of those days where I reckon there were fucking 90-year-old diggers who were fucking moving better than you on the Anzac parade than what you were moving on that footy field that day.
What Kevin Sheedy did for Anzac Day, I undid all his good work by running out. Last footy season, it was a fucking embarrassment. I'm bloody bit down on myself about that, and I don't deserve the number 7 jersey, but it's a good looking number. I reckon number 7.
Yeah.
It looks sharp.
Well, I reckon the only thing, if you come back now, you're going to be like, you're going to have to be the 77.
77, which is almost cool again.
It's sort of cool. It's a heavy jumper though.
77.
It's a heavy jumper.
That's a heavy jumper.
Yep.
Yeah, because old mate wears it in the basketball.
Oh, Luca. Yeah, well, you can wear anything in the basketball.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
It's a good point.
In Resi's football, mate, there's
It's
not too many worse ones than 77.
Nah, it's not great. 88, 2 fat ladies. I saw a guy wearing that once. That was
Yeah, that's a wide
disappointing.
jumper.
Yeah, anything over 40.
Yeah, you're getting up. I was 47 at Port Melbourne, and that was you can tell you're a Resi's player when you're 47.
Yeah, although a good mate of mine wore 47 and wore it proudly. So,
All right.
anyway, so maybe 47. So everything over 50, maybe.
Oh, well, congratulations on a great career, mate.
It's
officially
all over.
over.
It's over.
It is officially over. Lyndon Dunn has ended your career.
Yeah, but he did say if I want to come back and play in the 2s, the 7 will be
7A.
wearing. Yeah, 7A. Yes, 7A.
You could wear a 7A.
Unit 1, 7A.
Oh,
so it's all over.
Yep.
But, well, do you want me to run through my...
Yeah, go through it.
And I'm going to have to fly through this.
That's all right. Sorry, I wasted a lot of time talking about Joe.
No,
Meerkats.
He's fucking meerkats. It was good. It was good to hear about the meerkats.
It was great.
It was, all right. Busy week. I'll fly through it. Friday afternoon, luncheon, Barooga. Went up there. It was a great gig. Stevie J, little Shannon Byrnes.
Yep.
And I sat on the table next to...
You think he's little, but is he tall?
Oh, no, he's moody. He's moody. What the fuck?
He's moody.
Jesus.
He's moody.
He's moody.
What is
he's
he?
moody.
That time of the month, was it, for old Joe?
He's moody. What the hell am I saying?
What are you thinking?
I was sitting across the table from Peter Moody.
Oh,
My
yes.
God, is that how my brain works?
I don't know. Maybe.
Just throws out random words from a sentence in a minute's time. Jeepers
Well,
creepers.
it might go for a while, but at least they fucking make sense, my stories.
There's not enough Dexies on the planet to make me focus at the moment. I'm all over the shop. Anyway, so I sat across the table from Peter Moody. He was a ripping bloke.
He's a ripper.
He's a ripper. Classic. And anyway, so Shannon Byrnes, he's like a child. He's only my size.
Yeah, okay.
And there's nothing of him. And so he got up there and told a story with Stevie J. And I'll run through it. This was a fucking crack up. I don't know how I hadn't heard this story before. You may have heard it. I think it was his first year at the club. They're both first year at the club. Got drafted the same year. Always playing VFL. So the Rezzies out in Shitter's Ditch. They've come back from a game in Ballarat. They'd always go back to the footy club, have a couple of beers in the ice bath, spa type setup. So Stevie J, he was driving, so he just had 3 beers because he knew he had to drive. 3 heavies. Got in the car and was driving along, and all of a sudden, booze buzz.
Oh.
So, his first year, it's his first year, he's shitting himself. Got little Shannon Byrnes in the passenger seat. They're like, fuck.
Booster seat.
He's in the booster seat in the back, got his dummy in, he shit his nappy. And and he's gone, fuck, I got to turn around. And Shannon Byrnes was like, mate, you said you were fine. He goes, yeah, but I'm fucking on my P plates. And he goes, oh shit. So he's done the fucking Yui. And I've always wondered what happens when you do the Yui if they're going to be onto it.
It doesn't look great.
No, it's not a great look.
Yeah, the only other thing is if you fucking plough through about 5 police officers, you know, this isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, the cops aren't.
He might have had a bit too much to drink.
He might have gone a bit heavy on the BB stubs.
Yep.
So if you see someone doing a Yui, the cops aren't thinking,
he's left his phone at
he's
home.
left the iron on.
He's left the iron on.
He's left the iron on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we better let him go because his house is going to burn down.
Good luck, mate.
Good luck, mate. All the best.
Yep.
Do you want a police escort back to your house?
We'll take you back there.
Yep. Anyway, so he's done a Yui. Surprise, surprise. Cops have gone. Woo. So they've taken off after him. And what he should have done is pulled over, but he's fucking floored it.
Okay.
And they're going, oh, shit. Before you know it, they're in a high-speed chase.
So
he's fine. And he's gone around a corner and sort of, so he's
the iron's really heating up.
Yeah. So the cops are thinking, Jesus, he must have left that iron on high because he's in a rush to get home.
He's rushed. He's burnt through his shirt.
This guy must have left the open fire. His house is fucked.
Yep. So
they've gone around the corner. And so, when you go around the corner, so the cops can't see him for a bit. For probably another 15 seconds.
Okay.
So what they decide to do, and I'm sure the cops, they weren't born yesterday. They've seen this little fucking move a million times before. They pull into someone's driveway.
Great.
And turn the lights off.
Yep.
And just look like they live
there.
They live in that house.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, obviously the cops have a memory and they remembered what the car looks like. Car. And they looked, and that car that they were chasing is now parked in someone's driveway. So anyway, 3 cop cars surround them, and the way they described this was an absolute fucking crack up because they were saying we must have just recently seen a cop movie or something because they got out with their hands up in the air and like laid on the ground.
They've been watching Blue Heelers or something, have they?
So Stevie J, Shannon Byrnes on the ground. Yeah, John Wood's come out, fucking laid his knee in the back
Lisa
of their
McCune's fucking pulled the gun on him.
She's popping caps in their legs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they've got him, picked him up, chucked him on the bonnet of the car, and said who was driving. So fucking Stevie J, I was driving. Put him on the breathalyzer and blew nothing. And the only thing they got him for, the cops were just going, you're a fucking idiot, mate. And so they got him for doing 80 in a 60 zone.
Yeah, right. So he's had 3 beers and it hasn't fucking registered.
Well, it must have been over a fair period of time.
Yeah, but when you're on your P's, you're like, oh, gee, the number of times I've had a few beers and drank on my P's.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That was no good.
No good. But anyway, so that was a great gig, and it was a sort of an auction. They sold some... we'd be lucky if we got 30 grand's worth of sponsorship in a year at the Caulfield Bears. They got an auction item went for $37,000. It was
Stevie J's car.
It was Stevie
got caught in.
It was like a heap of herbicide.
Oh yeah, well they're all farmers up there.
Yeah.
And those country ones, as you know, they're way bigger than
they're massive
suburban.
Because the farmers, they got to buy this shit anyway. So all they need, they're basically working as a middleman
bargain
to sell. Yeah, so and it was 40 grand worth of herbicide. Some blokes got it for 37. He said, well, save 3 grand. So selling fucking bales of hay and horse cocks and all sorts of shit. So anyway, that was a luncheon. Back home, went to basketball, flogged again. It's not going well down there. 0-14, I think we are now. Maybe 0-15. Yeah, it's
so this is a Saturday comp.
Anyway, so then
Are they calling for your head? No. What's going on?
Well, there's when I leave a room, I can hear whispers.
Hear whispers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not far off being in the Sentinel-Times, I reckon.
Yeah,
a little article
maybe.
about so
about local basketball coach knifed in the back.
Yeah. But then if I turn around and say, all right, who wants to do it? I don't think they're lining up for the job.
No one really lines up. It's easy to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Like, I could do this, I could do that. But when you're there with the bloody board,
yeah,
it's a lot harder to make moves when the kids can't catch basketballs.
It's not like I'm sitting in there with 8 superstars and just can't get them to
gel.
They're all the gel in the world ain't getting these guys to it. But they're slowly improving. Actually, I don't think they are fucking improving. I reckon I reckon I'm somehow making them worse.
Well, don't put it all on yourself, mate. I mean, they've got to take a bit of ownership. I mean, how old are they now?
They're 9 and 10.
They're 9, so you've got to have a bit of pride in your own performance.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
there's little moments.
blame the coach.
Yeah, little moments there where you think, here we go. That's how we trained, and then they'll something else will happen, and
it's like they forget everything they've learned.
Really takes the air out of your tyres.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after that, this is a poorly calculated, poorly planned out weekend. I was half an hour the other side of Mount Gambier. So not only did I have to get to there, I had to get back the next day for a luncheon.
Yeah.
I had to be at this other joint at 11.
So what you were saying before, which game didn't you coach? Didn't you miss out?
Oh, no, I didn't coach the...
on the Saturday.
Yeah, so I went and watched my son.
Oh.
The middle one.
Yep.
And I wasn't able to coach my my eldest son, which I normally coach. That's the team that's yet to find the W.
Yep.
And anyway, so fucking driven all the way up to bloody Shitter's Ditch out the other side of Mount Gambier. Great club. 3 Bantidos there.
Great.
Absolutely ripping blokes. One of them, one of them had a bit of bad luck. He got put off tap the other night, the night before, the Friday night at the pub.
Oh.
They said no more to drink because you're poleaxed. And anyway, so he had
in a town like that, he's been put off.
Oh, that was in at Mount Gambier.
Oh, in at Mount Gambier.
Yeah. So I've said, sorry, buddy, you're slurring your words. You're being a dick. No more booze for you. So he's gone out and thought, oh well. Fuck, at least I got Saturday night at the footy club. He's rocked up, and what are the chances that the bartender from that pub was working behind the bar at the footy club, and he's walked in, he's going, Jesus.
Fuck.
So,
hopefully he didn't call him, fuck you, mate. You know where they really get dragged out. Start calling him every
which
name
you like
under
to
the
do.
sun.
You like to
do it.
Done that a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, really got lippy on the way out, and then
Tell the bouncer what you really think of him.
And then, 24 hours later, you're back there with your tail between your legs trying to get in because it's a one-pub town.
Yeah, with the little bloody mustache and the glasses and Groucho Marx glasses. And
we know who you are, Tommy.
We know who you are, mate.
You're a cockhead.
Yep.
Anyway, so that was a bloody magical night. Look, I honestly don't know where to start with this. There was so much shit going on. There was one couple that would have been one of the funniest fucking couples I reckon I've ever come across in my life. She was Chloe, and they were the Tigers.
Chloe?
He was called the Tiger.
Wasn't the journalist Chloe?
Yeah, because I said there's no unattractive
Chloes.
And this girl, good-looking girl.
Good-looking girl.
Shooting 100%.
Yep.
So Chloe, and they were the Tigers. So they called this guy the Tiger King. He'd played over 300 games, legend of the club. His nose looked like it had been broken 500 times.
Brilliant.
He was a brickie at a handshake like a vice.
Yep.
Mate, he was tough as old boots, ripping bloke. And so Scott chatted to them. There were a couple of stories that people told me about this bloke. They didn't mind getting behind the wheel after a couple of jars. These two, she didn't currently have a license. She'd been DUI.
Well done, Chloe.
Recently, and the old Tiger King, he'd gone 3 times before.
I reckon he's pushing a bit more than Stevie J after three 3 beers.
He
I
wasn't
reckon-
thinking, when he got pulled over, he wasn't thinking, I wonder, this could go either way. He was like, I don't think I can blow. I'm that drunk.
Yes.
Anyway, so one time he was leaving the footy club, and he'd had a couple of beers,
Yep.
and he crashed into the scoreboard on the way out, as you do.
Yeah.
So didn't even get out of the ground.
So they say, you got to hit the scoreboard, boys. Hit the scoreboard. He took it literally.
Yeah, he literally
hit
drove
the scoreboard.
straight into the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And so
Wooden scoreboard?
Nah,
or
brick. So he's done a fair bit of damage to his car.
Yeah.
And he must have been going a decent pace because he's fucked the scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
He's fucking gone straight through the scoreboard. And anyway, by coincidence, the guy's a brickie. So the club made him go back, and the week later, and fortunately, he was able to rebuild the old scoreboard, and he had the nerve. He sent the club an invoice.
They paid it.
Oh, yeah,
So the next week
100%.
he drove into the fucking club rooms.
Make some good money here. Set myself up for life.
Drove into the major sponsor's house. Yeah. I mean, he's gone through a few cars, but
But really setting himself up work-wise.
Yeah.
And what was his? He had some other fucking stories. Night of his 300th game, he broke his nose in the he fell over in the dunnies and broke his nose. He's had some shit. Anyway, he's just a funny guy, and great club. It was great to meet some Bantidos, and is now the good time for the fart? This is
yeah.
If we're going,
Let's do it.
yeah. So met a absolutely fucking ripping bandit. Jeez, we
Pete?
are.
Petey Duncan.
I'm gonna go on nicknames though here.
Slop chops or something. What is it?
The Big Slop.
Big slop.
Big Slop.
Big slop.
And the Big Slop. He was a ripping bloke, the Big Slop. So we got chatting, and I was sort of questioning whether we do too many farts, but everyone I speak to, it seems to be what they want. Anyway, so talking to the Big Slop, and he got chatting about a mate of his that dropped a fart recently, and it was, they were lucky enough to record it, and so I said, well, mate, it's what we do. So he's passed on this fart, and I'm yet to hear it because I want to hear it live with Evan.
Right up. Yep.
Yeah.
This would be good.
This would be good. So this is that he kept the guy's name anonymous.
Right.
Anonymous,
Yep.
because apparently this is something. So here we go. This is the Big Slop's mate's fart.
All right.
Jesus.
Mate,
Very tinny.
It sounded like just full air in his, like nothing in his ass. Just
No.
He must have been on the shitter then, I reckon.
It had a bit of a shitter sound to it. Sounded like an outdoor shitter, like
It's echoey.
definitely echo. It's like he sounded like he.
It sounds like, when you go to a public toilet and the bloke, it feels like the bloke sort of busted his ass. He can't hold on. He gets on the shitter. He closes the door, and the first thing that comes out isn't shit. It's like that fart. It's like, those blokes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they go, oh, Jesus.
He'd done that,
fuck.
and he would have been. Geez, I didn't even need a shit. That was just all air.
Just all air. Yeah.
Also, it sort of sounded like he'd got a tin of tomato, like an empty tomato tin, and farted into the tomato tin.
Yeah, it's when you put your phone into like a cup or something, and the sound sounds better.
But
That's good.
no matter what way you look at it, that is a fucking unbelievable fart.
It's up there.
He would have can you breathe while you fart? He would have had to hold his breath. I don't reckon you can breathe unless it's just falling out, like you're nearly shitting yourself.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can push and breathe at the same time.
No, well, air going out, can air come in? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think you can have air coming in your nose and out your ass at the same time.
No, it doesn't work.
No, like an anal didgeridoo.
That's a good title for the pod.
Anal didgeridoo.
Anal didgeridoo.
Tell you, listen, Dennis Pagan. He goes, I like where this is going.
Jesus Christ, that's an interesting one. Anal didgeridoo.
The anal didge.
Yeah, anal
so,
didge.
Anyway, so had an absolute ball.
Great stuff.
But then, fuck me, swinging. I had to drive. I had to get home.
Yeah, well, if you go there,
quite often you got to get home. So I've jumped in the car and I thought, fuck.
What time did you jump in the car?
Oh, you know me, I'm bloody chatting with everyone. Everyone's telling me stories, and I had to go. They were so proud of their club rooms, so I had to go check out these club rooms, and they were an old shearing shed.
Oh,
so so I went and checked out those, and they were unbelievable. They were something else. Mate, I've remembered the other story about it.
Great,
Mate, I'll fly through it.
What time do you have to leave to go
Cubs?
Cubs?
What time is it?
It's 5:30.
Oh, no, I don't think Cubs starts till 7.
Oh, well, take your time, mate.
Time,
There's no rush here.
Oh, well, maybe, how about we save this one for the Patreon?
We could do that.
Yeah, because we're recording the Patreon tomorrow.
Yeah. So thanks everyone who has jumped on
Patreon.
I still haven't been able to collect them. I still can't prove who I am on Patreon. You need
mean?
like a bill or a bank statement.
To collect your money.
Yeah, because I need to prove that you sort of take a photo of it and then it must go to some sort of patron accounts or something.
Those motherfuckers. I tell you what they're doing. They are making you keep that money in there for an extra week. Imagine how many millions of dollars they've got in there for an extra week. That probably makes them earning them interest. Fuck them. Although,
then it goes to a PayPal account. It's fucking really complicated. So
they have a monopoly on that shit.
Yeah,
there is no other way. I don't think.
No, you can't. You can't do it. So, but everything says like Evan Hocking, and it's got the wife on it as well. So, I can't. I need a single statement, my own statement, and I don't fucking have one.
Well, you can't collect shit if you got a wife.
No. Well, maybe she's in on it.
Oh, maybe she's.
Maybe she's collecting it.
Maybe she's.
Maybe she's living large off our however much a month.
Yeah. Not much. Anyway,
but no, thank you.
So I had to drive home. It was a living hell. I walked through the door because even the 110 k's an hour, it was raining. There were fucking. I reckon I saw every kangaroo in Victoria.
Yeah, just saying g'day. They'd heard about
just
your
on
gig.
the side of the road. Here you go and skip. Here you go and skip. Here you go and skip. And so anyway, had to go 80 k's in case I had to hit the skids. Walked through the door at home at 6 a.m.
That's like it reminds you of when you used to go out clubbing.
Yeah, the bird. It was. Yeah, remember that
chirping?
noise? Yeah, birds were.
What stage did the sun start coming up? Where where you're looking through the windshield and the sun's coming.
No, it wasn't really.
It's getting a bit later now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was actually pretty dark when I walked in.
Yep.
So anyway, head hit the pillow and wake up an hour later. My son wanting to play bloody NBA 2K. So
you're not reading the room, is he?
He's not reading the room. He doesn't. Although he went to bed. He didn't
9 hours ago.
He didn't know when Daddy got home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's got fuck all sleep. Had to duck off and do another gig at the West Footscray Cricket Club. They're not called West Footscray, but it's at the West Footscray ground. That was a ripper. Tony Shaw, Campbell Brown.
Great.
Another guy was there actually that was witnessed the Dennis Pagan thing. He came up to me and goes, "Oh, bloody hell, how was that?" So it's the talk of the town.
Yeah, he loves going to the sport.
Yeah,
he do the sporty circuit on a Sunday.
Circuit, the Western Suburbs sporty circuit.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I said did I just say the club?
You said Western Suburbs sporty circuit.
But just before that, or did I say the Dennis Pagan gig?
No, you didn't say the name.
Okay, that's
I
good.
can check it. I can blank it out.
Go back. We'll have to go back to the...
Just add an extra 10 minutes to my editing time to fucking edit that out.
Yeah, all right. And then from there, straight to another gig over in bloody Dandenong for a bloody cricket presentation. And I got home 4 o'clock Sunday.
Jesus.
I was 50 shades of fucked. And
it's a big weekend.
That's a big weekend. A lot of driving. Not a lot of great daddy time.
No.
But pocket full of money and the keys that know no bounds.
That's it.
In the words of Lenny Kravitz.
Yes. Yep, definitely.
So
on some of these trips, you're sort of thinking about how you could hopefully get your son team to win a fucking game? Or what are you thinking about on these drives?
A lot of podcasts.
Any basketball
I tried
coaching podcasts?
No. They'll come good, mate. It's
Yep.
just time.
All right.
Just time. Unfortunately, other teams are improving as well. So
Yeah, a lot of character building for these young kids.
Oh, mate, if losing
Builds character.
builds character, there's more characters than the fucking Muppets.
Oh, yeah,
It'll,
there's a lot of characters
A lot
there,
of characters in the Muppets. So that's it. So that weekend was a living hell, but back to work. And, mate, I reckon, we have.
Yep.
That's that's an ep.
That's an ep. That's an ep.
So a big say shout out the bloody the guys I met at the at
club.
Shooter's Ditch was
They were meant to go to. I was meant to.
Yeah,
have a
you were
gig
meant
in
to catch
Mount
up
Gambier. Queen's birthday last year.
yeah
Which that one actually fell through. Which judging by the ticket sales I'm getting lately, is probably not a surprise.
no
But,
surprise. I just got to know. I got to name this club. I'm bloody
surprise.
it's
and,
Tantanoola Footy Club.
Tantanoola, they just love they love having a few vows. The old
Yeah,
countrysides, don't they?
Tantanoola, great club,
Like
rich
Barooga.
in history. It was great club. Get down there.
So a lot of shearers and wheat territory, sheep territory, cattle
Well,
territory.
I said, are there any farmers here? And one bloke said, yeah, I'm a farmer. I said, what sort? And he said he's a wind farmer.
Oh,
I said, what does that involve? And he said, we just let someone
put a bloody wind
put a
turbine.
massive fucking wind turbine. So that can't be too hard.
Well, could you do that just within your backyard house? Can you do that? Just
Wind.
well, could you just instead of setting up, just in your little fucking townhouse, can you get someone to put a turbine in the fucking backyard there? The kids don't have to play anyway.
Yeah, just whack one up.
They're
big. The neighbours had noticed.
I reckon they would.
They are big fuckers. Old mate could be a wind farmer. The fart guy.
There's a bit of wind there. Isn't there?
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
anyway, so no, that's good, mate. That's
any fuck checking or any?
That is great. No fuck checking. I had a wedding over the week, so I just want to maybe I'll mention on the next podcast. But I met some great people at this wedding. But Tom and Amy, who got married on the weekend, it was down at a winery down there in Geelong, Tanunda or something like that. It was a good weekend, but I won't go into any details because I'll probably bore the shit out. Even though it was a great wedding.
Well, did they listen?
I don't think they do. No. So just
congratulations,
congratulations, girls.
Maybe they'll start listening.
Maybe they'll start listening.
Yeah.
Now I'll mention something. There's some funny stuff that happened there, but I'll mention on another ep.
Oh, we could do it on the Patreon.
You're doing the Patreon. So yes, but hey, that's jump on the what gigs you got? When are you going to Adelaide?
It's
the
coming
8th
up.
of
Yeah,
March?
the 8th to the 8th.
If you're in Adelaide,
9th,
get
10th,
there.
11th, 12th. And one thing I can guarantee you, if you get on now, you'll get a ticket.
Yep.
It's only a small room, but I don't think I'm going to fill it. It's although they keep saying in Adelaide they buy shit late. They buy tickets late. That's what everyone keeps saying. Oh, don't worry. If you've sold a quarter of your tickets, that's a win, which I've just done.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so
that's good. The same with Far North Queensland. They seem to be on the day or a few days before.
Which isn't great for the old ticker. You like to know there's a few coming.
Yeah, but I'm in Far North Queensland. That kicks off on the 17th of March in Townsville. Then we go to Bowen, Silkwood, Uramo, and Port Douglas, Cairns. So if you know anyone up there, get on board.
Yeah, it's a hell of a tour.
It's good times. So, jump on the Instagram, get on the YouTube. That's pumping. Give us a rating, give us a review, share it around with your mates. Tell them about it. And if you've got any advice, like for us, bloody hit us up.
Yeah, and if by some medical miracle you got a fart bigger than that one, bloody send it in. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's music to the ears.
It is. I could nearly smell that one.
Yeah. I'd love to see. Wouldn't it be good if they had sort of like face cam, like a video on his face as he was doing it? It'd be good to see.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be good. So,
I
anyway.
wonder what it smelled like. Shit, probably.
Yeah. I reckon it might have smelled all right. Sounded, I don't know, hollow.
I reckon, it was hollow.
It was hollow. But anyway.
All right.
Remember the live podcast as well. We've got that coming up.
Oh, yeah.
23rd of April.
Nearly sold out.
Yeah, well, we're getting down. I think we're down to about under 50 tickets. So
under 50 left.
Yeah, so don't miss out. If you've been thinking, do I, don't I? It's the last day of the comedy festival. Sunday the 23rd. I think you might have to work on the 24th, but then it's Anzac Day.
Fuck the Monday. Take the Monday off and have a 4-day weekend. That's what I'll be doing. That's what the diggers would have wanted.
Yeah, they would have loved it. So, anyway, that's episode 109.
109. It was fun.
Good banter.
Good banter.